Hey guys, what's up? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video. And recently, it looks like we might have had some leaks for the newest cards coming out inside of Clash Royale. These have been floating around everywhere, the images I'm going to be showing you guys today for the 3 new cards that are supposed to come out. And I'm actually inclined to believe that these are true just because the person that posted these leaks posted the Inferno Dragon before they even showed it inside of the game. You can actually go to the cards right now inside of the game and see the Inferno Dragons coming out in like 8 or 9 days, but the person who posted these leaks posted them before that image was available. So let's go ahead and run through these 3 new cards that might be coming out over the next couple of weeks. And first is going to be the Inferno Dragon. Now it says the Inferno Dragon shoots a focused beam of fire that increases in damage over time, wears a helmet because flying can be dangerous. Now obviously when you look at its damage per second, it does 75 damage per second all the way up to 875 damage per second, which is insane. So obviously think of the Inferno Dragon as an Inferno Tower where it takes time to charge up, but eventually it can melt stuff down. So that means that giants, P.E.K.K.A.s, golems, all of those things are going to get absolutely blasted by this dragon. And that is going to be pretty insane. I feel like a lot of people are going to be running this card just because so many tanky cards exist right now, namely the giant inside of the meta. But let's go and switch to the second card, another card that I'm inclined to believe exists. Because if you guys have seen that infographic, it actually says that inside of the live game right now, it mentions the graveyard inside of like the tips and tricks at the very bottom. And the level 1 graveyard, it looks like it unearths a gang of skeletons anywhere in the arena. So according to that image right there, it looks like you're going to be able to plant the graveyard wherever you want on the map, deploy it absolutely anywhere, and some skeletons are going to pop out. So I don't know exactly how many skeletons. It looks like a level 1 graveyard does 9 skeletons and it's a legendary card. I see 4 skeletons on the screen right now. I imagine if it's going to cost 5 elixir, it's going to have to spawn more than that, or else they're just going to get annihilated by the tower in like half a second. As well as you can see, the radius is so big that it's going to be hard to be exactly pinpoint with them. But imagine if you could spawn like a billion skeletons and throw a rage spell down. Obviously the zap or the arrows is going to get crazy value against the graveyard as it's currently constructed, but that is going to be an insane card if we ever end up seeing it inside of the game. Of course, if someone actually did get these from some sort of leak, they obviously are subject to change before anything comes out, or they might even just scrap these cards altogether. I guess the Inferno Dragon is sort of confirmed just because it's already inside of the game, but the graveyard itself should serve to be a pretty interesting card, especially with all the cards that already bait out your arrows and your zap, like the Goblin Barrel, the Minion Horde, the Princess, the Skeleton Army, anything like that. I know I'm missing one other one probably, or two. Regular minions, all of those cards bait out your zap spell, and just having another card like that with the graveyard is going to be super intense if you want to end up saving your towers from getting destroyed. So for the final supposed leak of the new cards coming out inside of Clash Royale, they have the Ice Golem, which is a rare card, unlike the other 2, which are legendaries. And the Ice Golem actually only costs 2 elixir, which is super interesting. So it reads, he's tough, targets buildings, and explodes when destroyed, slowing nearby enemies, wears a fashionable collar of coal to match his nose and nails. So obviously think of a regular golem where it explodes and it deals damage, except for the Ice Golem, it's just going to explode and slow nearby enemies. So actually it does have death damage, 23 death damage at level 1. Obviously level 1 rare is extremely weak, so I wouldn't even look at the damage, and I'm sure if they actually end up releasing this card, the damage values would be crazy different. But this is going to be some sort of mini tank, definitely the cheapest troop inside of the entire game that targets buildings, or card at least. So for 2 elixir, it's a card that's going to target buildings, whereas you think of like the Hog Rider, I think, is the next closest one that costs 4 elixir that targets a building. So I guess this is going to be some sort of mini tank to help you build up some sort of push, and it obviously does give you that nice bonus of the death damage to help out whenever it gets destroyed. So yeah, that is pretty much it for these leaks, guys. I'm not exactly sure about the images. I feel like the left-hand side ones are definitely legit, but the right-hand side, the actual like gameplay ones, the Ice Golem looks pretty ugly as constructed. It looks more like a Yeti, to be honest, but it does match the picture on that left-hand side for the icon. But we'll have to see what happens. These have been floating around everywhere. There's like a ton of sources of these leaks, so I'm inclined to believe that they're true, especially with the Graveyard spell already being announced inside of the game on accident, and the Inferno Dragon obviously being available there as well. I tend to believe the Ice Golem's true, so I think these cards might be coming out sometime soon. Let me know what you think about these leaks in the comments section below. Do you think they're real? Do you think they're fake? Do you think the cards are crazy? Especially the Inferno Tower and the Graveyard are just absolutely insane. And yeah, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.